The joy of paying bills. You heard me right. Get ready for fall. All the products and flavors are on the way.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to the Hopefulist. It is a Thursday. It's August 13th, 2020. That's right, stupid Thursday. Nobody likes you Thursday. It is day 306 of Gotta Get on Ellen. Oh, my goodness. It's been a crazy night. Tucker, my little girl, got me up at 2:15. She's just got my number now. She just knows that she can get me up now because she's been having, and it hasn't been for a while, thank goodness, knock on wood, some issues with, things that she should not be doing in the bed. So often she'll jump out of the bed when there's something wrong. Well, now she knows that she kind of circles me in the bed. We try to keep her in the middle of the bed between us because if she's on the outside of my legs, on the outside of the bed, she'll literally push my legs over all night long until I'm like knocking into Joe. So she's not really allowed on that side. She prefers that side for some reason. I'm not sure why, but she walks around that side and then she starts licking me. The other day, she literally just stood up on me. Just put her front paws on my shoulder and just stood up on me. Started licking my face. That was over the weekend. Now, last night she was doing it again. Got her out of bed. I stopped in the bathroom, and then when I got out of the bathroom myself, she's still just sitting by the bedroom door like, all right, are we going back to bed now? I'm like, okay, you're the one that wanted to get up. So I put her out. Does appear that she did something. I didn't follow her, so I'm not sure. But she was out there for a little while. Came back in. Then, of course, I couldn't get back to sleep. One of the reasons, and I realize this now, one of the main reasons I like to sleep with the TV on, fall asleep to the TV on, is because it just filters out all the noise. I could hear Joe's breathing. He doesn't snore. I mean, a little bit of snoring here and there. Tucker licking. I mean, there's just all kinds of noises. It's just terribly distracting. So, I don't have any hope or desire to give up my falling asleep to the TV habit. I do have the sleep mode. I put it on for about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, and then it will shut off. So it's not like I'm sleeping through the whole night with it. But yeah, I see a early nap in my future. Good news for movie lovers. AMC is reopening theaters next week, depending on where you live. Some states are not allowing movie theaters to open, but if AMC is allowed to open, they have plans to reopen next Thursday. I'm not really sure what movies are out. I'm not sure if they're going to be showing older movies or if there are still movies that are just specifically for release in movie theaters at this point. But if you have missed the whole movie-going experience, there is some good news for you. And I would get your tickets early because with the social distancing that they need to have in place, there is not going to be a lot of availability. Are you guys ready for fall? I'm not. Sometimes I wish it would be a little cooler at night so I could wear, some longer sleeve clothes or, just wear something a little different at night. I'm all cool wearing my little denim shorts during the day and a tank top or my bathing suit or what have you. But I kind of wish, I could throw a little sweater on here and there, maybe a long sleeve shirt, maybe a pair of capri pants. It'd be nice once in a while. Not that we go anywhere, because we don't. But If you are indeed ready for fall, I've got some good news for you. If you are not ready for fall, Tuesday Badsy. Couple of things. Get ready for pumpkin everything. Dunkin' is rolling out all of their products next Wednesday. They're saying it is the earliest they have ever released their pumpkin flavors. I don't know. They say they're also coming out with a pumpkin spice latte this year. I'm surprised that they've not had a pumpkin spice latte in the past. I guess they just have their pumpkin flavored coffee. I know Starbucks is famous for their pumpkin spice latte, but I don't really get the pumpkin spice latte. I do love pumpkin flavor. Do enjoy the pumpkin flavored coffee. And, you can get it really any time of year if you want to make it yourself at home. Wawa has a really good pumpkin spice. I typically get some of that. So I'm ready for some pumpkin maybe in a couple weeks. I've been doing my blueberry coffee and switch it up to pumpkin coffee. That'll be good. I'm ready for it in a couple of weeks. Still only not even mid-August yet. So we've got some time. You'll be rushing us through all this stuff. Also, available to you this year, turkey dinner candy corn. Yes, I did say turkey dinner candy corn. Candy corn is one of those things where you either love it or you hate it. I don't know why they feel the need to put a turkey dinner into one product. Like they have the turkey dinner soda and there's turkey dinner ice cream, and that's just, no thank you. I don't even want to try that. But there's just all these things that they just, let's squeeze a turkey dinner and make it that flavor. I can do maybe one or two candy corns. I'm not a huge candy corn fan. I try the turkey dinner. I try it. Why not? They're little. You don't like it? Don't have another one. It seems a little odd, but, you just never know. I'm sure the first time somebody said, let's put blueberry flavor in coffee, the people were like, ew. A lot of people still are. Ew. I find it to be delightful. So there you go. Some of the fall things coming forward. I do like to decorate for the fall. I like the mums and the hay sacks, and I don't like the haunted hay rides and all that. I don't like to be scared. I like Halloween and the fact that I like to see the little kids dressed up in their cute little costumes. I don't want to be scared, though. Just don't want to be scared. I do have lots of cool decorations. I love the colors of fall, like the earth colors. That's like my own personal palette. I dress in a lot of earth colors, and my makeup is earth colors, and that's what I do prefer for the most part. So that I'm looking forward to. I have 2 open spots in my garden out front, and I'm thinking maybe I'll plant some mums this year. So that way, when the summer flowers are dying off, the fall flowers will still be in there. Something will still be there to be nice to look at. Of course, something will still be there for me to have to take care of, too, because this is around the time when I kind of get tired of the flowers. I'm like, man, these flowers are a lot of work. They really need some trimming and stuff, too. I've not been up on my gardening this week. The garden out front definitely needs to be weeded. But I'll get to it. We've got some, it's very cloudy out right now, which is interesting because when I went out at 2:15 this morning, completely clear skies. Saw a million stars. Bright moon up in the sky, a million stars. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll go watch the sunrise this morning. Yeah. 3 hours later, completely covered in clouds. I had actually tried to go watch a sunrise earlier this week. Another day, I looked at all, and I have like 3 weather apps on my phone. I looked at all of my weather apps because sometimes it's hard to see if it's just dark out or if it's cloud covered when the sun's not up yet. So I looked at all my apps, and they all said that it was clear. Now, when I was leaving the house to get in the car to drive over to the beach, I did notice it was pretty cloudy. But sometimes, it's not the same over on over the ocean, and you can still see a pretty nice sunrise. But that was not the case. I went over the bridge. As soon as I went over the bridge, I saw not only was it cloudy, but it was foggy in addition. So I just turned around at the little U-turn and came back home. And so my second attempt this week, also a bust. I'll get there. It's not a big deal. It's okay. The sun comes up every day, whether we can see it or not. And I am sure that I have plenty of time to get to the beach to see that good old sun coming over the horizon. The topic for today, I wanted to talk about storms because we were supposed to get a nasty old storm yesterday, and we saw lots of lightning, heard a ton of thunder, never saw a drop of rain. It was the oddest thing. Never saw any rain. So I know that there's some people who really love storms, so I wanted to hear from you. Do you love a good storm, or are you like, no thanks, keep your storm? For the most part, I do not like storms. I handle them a lot better as I've gotten older. And I mean, probably in the last couple of years, because up until not that long ago, really, really was afraid of storms. I'm not sure exactly what I was afraid of. I think it's maybe just the not knowing when the thunder is going to be really loud and annoying. But I have come to appreciate them to a certain degree. I do like to sit on the porch now and watch a good storm. But, as long as we don't lose power, let's put a couple people said. Karen says, keep your storms. John says, I love a good storm. As a kid, my friends and I would watch from the garage. Laurie says, I love storms. Marcy says, I love a nice chunky thunderstorm. I'm not sure what chunky means. Linda says, I'm with Larissa, who says, I love storms as long as I don't lose power. So Linda says, I love them, but let me keep my power and the satellite TV. Lisa says, I love storms. My dogs do not. Denise says, yes, especially on the water. I just don't like flooding or loss of power. Kathy says, I've had it with storms since Sandy. Yeah, that was a bad one. That was a bad one around here. So it looks like it's about 70% of people enjoy a good storm. So there's plenty of them around this year, that's for sure. I have a feeling that I'm going to sneeze. I feel it all the way up in the tip top of my nose. So there's your warning. Moving on to the blog post for today, the joy of paying bills. Oh, don't you just hate when it's time to pay the bills? I know, all the money we work so hard for, just going right out the window. But what if we looked at the process a little differently? Is it something we don't mind or even enjoy? Can we make it that way? Because we can decide how we feel about the process. It's true. If perception is reality, then intention is perception. What I mean is, we can choose how we feel about any activity. We can choose to dread it, or we can choose to enjoy it. If you think about it a little differently, you may find that paying your bills does some pretty good things for you. When you sit down to do your bills, think about the service you get in exchange for that money. Is it your power bill? We were just talking about power. We don't like losing our power. We just lost our power last week for over 12 hours. Yeah. Made me realize how important it is and how much we take it for granted. I will gladly hand over my money for something that keeps the lights on, provides Wi-Fi, keeps my food cold, and keeps me cool or warm. How about the phone bill? All those texts that keep you in touch with your loved ones? That's worth it, right? Cable. Oh, all the entertainment, the news to keep you informed. The car payment. Seriously, though, what would you do without your car? How inconvenient would life be without the luxury of a car and the insurance that goes with it? Your mortgage. Most likely your highest bill. It provides you with one of the most basic necessities there is, though. Shelter. Is it possible to think about and appreciate the services you get in exchange for the money you are handing over? What would your life look like if you didn't have these products and services in your life? Another thing we can enjoy about paying bills is the fact that we have the money to do it. Of course, there are other things we would rather spend our money on, but if it wasn't important, you likely wouldn't be paying for it, right? Have you ever noticed when you come into some unexpected money, like a bonus at work or a gift from someone, something breaks down immediately and you need it? You need to get it replaced. It's always frustrating at first. It's like, ugh, here I thought I had a little something extra. Guess again. But look at it this way. At least you have the money to go toward or cover the added expense. It makes it hard to get ahead, but at least you aren't behind like you would have been if you hadn't come into that money. The other thing you can enjoy about paying bills is once it's paid, you are done for a whole month. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to put it off. It's done. And you get to enjoy that service for another month without worry. It is a small thing, but when combined with the other aspects, it can really help the process become more enjoyable. And that is our goal. We all hate to part with our hard-earned money, but some things are worth it. Concentrate on what you are getting in exchange for the money, and it will be an easier process. Maybe even one you can turn into something you enjoy. Make it an opportunity to be grateful for all you have in your life. Oh, it's I Wish It Were Cocktail Friday, Thursday. One more day to the freaking weekend. Another podcast tomorrow, but feel free to download one of the other 300 plus episodes in the meantime, or just check out Hopefulist.com. Now go on out there and be a badass today. You know I'm cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Pay my bills, pay my bills. Destiny's Child, anyone? Remember? Pay my bills.